we got a wild one for you this week.
That's right. An actual legend in the house today, and we get chatty. Chatty?
Chatty.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Jackie Beats
It's
on the
Jackie
show.
Beat. And we talk about her new show, her new season of
Dr.
Jacqueline.
Jackie, unlicensed psychotherapist. And so much.
My throat is pretty sore just from hearing those stories.
Hey, nice beard.
Thank you so much. It's me, Out of Drag.
Goodbye.
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondsfun@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you some YouTube little you not so you know fuck up sloppy second bring me by me about the Big Dipper.
hello.
Hello, we
Shout
took-
out to skincare.
Oh my god.
You're joking. Beautiful.
We took 1 week off and I completely forgot how this whole thing works.
You were like, I gotta put on a beard.
I gotta get my beard on to get to work.
Yeah, because it's Twins Day.
It's Twins Day.
Yeah. I'm excited for today's episode. We've been waiting a long time to make this happen.
Yes, we've been trying, we've been begging, we've been pleading.
Some
with
people
this
are
guest.
busy. Some people can't be bothered to leave their home, get off the couch, come do an interview. But today it all changed.
Yes, she's an actual icon. She's an actual legend. And she's actually wearing flats because her feet are tired from paving the way for every other drag queen that has ever existed. She's got plenty to say because she's invented literally everything. Please welcome to the stage, it's Jackie B! Ow, bow, 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 bow.
Hello.
Hi, you guys.
Hi,
Jackie.
George. How are you?
I love the way you say we begged, but some people want to stay at home in their house.
Yeah.
You mean their gorgeous house? Don't take it out on me because you two live in hideous apartments and you'll do anything,
leave.
including this podcast,
Wow.
to get out of that said
Right.
apartment.
Well, tell your publicist to take us off the list of asking to make appearances.
Well, here's the
if
problem.
it's a show.
It's not a show.
Thank you.
It's called a joke. I'm
Okay.
a comedian.
You invented it.
She invented
No, oh my
comedy.
God, this is like really awkward, like from the get-go. Anyway.
You started it.
Here's the problem.
You
Okay,
started
tell
it.
People
us
may
the
not
problem.
realize this, but I can see myself right now,
And they all realize because
Everyone
they
knows
listen
that.
to the show.
and I look so good.
You really do.
I'm so glad I had this new wig done.
Yeah, it looks
And,
amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Who made that for you?
Freddie of Hollywood.
Yes,
Not
yes.
Fredericks of Hollywood. That's the
That's the lingerie
store.
They
But
don't
there's
do-
a Freddie of Hollywood who does. I found it in the hallway.
No, I was gonna say
It is
You
made-
did show up in a very different looking wig, and now did this one catch your eye out of the corner of your eye? You said, "I gotta put her on."
I was like, these queens who don't even know who Lonnie Anderson is, these queens who don't even, they're not even old enough to know Joyce Boulafont. Do you know what I mean? So I
Is that your
decided.
shadow name? Joyce
Joyce
Boulafont?
Boulafont. She's yes, it is.
What is what did
Who's
she
Joyce
do?
Boulafont?
Google it.
Okay.
Okay, hold
no,
on.
she was like a blonde, sort of, I don't even know how to explain it. There were these blondes with really,
muse.
really great hair and a little button nose, and they were not very good actresses, and they were on all the game shows.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
A Hollywood type. That
This
wig
wig-
is made by Zach Killian, I do believe.
Oh, really?
Yes. I
Mm.
think Willem saw a similar style on someone and said, do me better, but make a bump in it.
Oh, so it's like, yeah. I
It's like a
wanted to-
copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah.
I go online and I find these super expensive ones, and then I have my friend whip them up.
That's
I'm on a
smart.
bu-
That's what I do
It's the way to
too.
be.
Girl, I don't
I
have
can't
drag
spend
race money.
$1,000 on a wig.
No.
I
Who-
can have Fina whip me up something that's close for
Yeah.
less.
And besides, like anyone watching you is drunk or high on drugs or possibly both.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
You
No,
did
they
warn
You
me.
hear that, everyone?
You did warn me it was going to
They
be
enjoy
like that.
life.
They,
That's
they
all.
live life to the
How
fullest.
can that be twisted into anything
How
but a
can
compliment?
you, as a
Yes.
licensed medical provider, talk to someone like that?
Yeah. Shouldn't you lose your license?
I thought you were here to be a doctor.
Yeah, I
you-
thought you were here to therapize
You guys are
us.
already bringing up my hit Out TV television program,
Yes,
Dr.
we're bringing out
Jackie.
you. We're talking about your television program, Dr.
Dr.
Jackie,
Jackie,
here
which
in
is on
season
season
2.
2.
I'm so excited. What? You can be excited and not like make an ugly face.
Your face is sitting. What is it? How are you getting all these special guests? How much are you paying them?
Oh my god. Girl, come on.
Because you have literally everybody on it.
By the way, when you're wearing a big beard like that, and
Butch.
yeah, and I still call you girl.
I'm-
No, it's like years ago we used to go out with Bunny, and Lady Bunny always does that voice. So it looks like looks like Ben Franklin in like
She
shorts and a
does.
t-shirt, and she's like flirting with the waiter, and it's actually kind of works sometimes. Like, oh my god, he's gonna punch her in the face, and actually he's all like, "Ew." So anyway, girl, what?
Oh my god, that was kind of like the last time I saw you, which was we were in a Whole Foods,
right.
and because you're vegan now. Sorry, not to take it off of Dr. Jackie. You need to turn that off.
Sorry.
Not to take it off Dr. Jackie, but you were walking around and I think you were with your friend Muffy, and you
Yeah.
guys were checking out some guy's ass. And you were both like talking about his butt or whatever. And I walked by and I was like, you're a pervert. But I had like I was like taking a month off of drag, so I had a full beard. And you went, I don't know who you are. And it was me. It was so funny.
I think I recognized you. I just didn't want to know.
It was.
I know it took you a
It
second,
was
but once you
humor.
did, you were like, yeah, but did you see his ass?
Was it good?
Yeah, it was gorgeous. I mean, it was
That-
the Whole Foods. Of course his ass was great.
Asses are great.
How you spelling whole?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Dr.
tell us about
Jackie. No,
season 2 of
okay,
Dr.
the special guest.
Jackie.
We have a very low budget. I think that's how you get, a second season is like, oh, you made 6, you actually turned it out for this amount of money. And I'm not, throwing anybody under the bus. Here's my thing. I'm all over the place. I'm on cold medication.
Me too.
So here's my thing. These people who spend $50,000 on a music video in this day and age, when first of all, music videos are dead.
Why are you looking at me?
But do you know what I'm saying? If you have a good song and a good idea, like you can do things on your phone now.
Right.
Yes.
Let me move it into frame. You can do things on your
TV
phone now that
professional.
used to cost $100,000.
Right.
No joke, in 3 seconds. Like the black and white music video by Michael Jackson. They made such a big deal about those people morphing into each other. It's an Asian girl. Now it's a black man. Now it's this Irish dude.
Yeah.
Now it's, that was like millions of dollars and took like a year.
Mhm.
And now you can do it on your phone in like 30 seconds.
Oh, absolutely. With the
So my
filters and
point
all.
is, if you have a good song and your material's good, just make a music video for $100 with a green screen.
Right.
What are we even talking about?
Well, we asked you about your TV show that isn't a music video, and you spent more than
Right.
$100.
So if you're
on it.
creative, you can
The
turn
jo-
it out.
Yeah. If the
And-
jokes are good,
the jokes are good.
if
I
the
was
show,
there
if
on
the
set.
concept
The
is
jokes are
good, then the
good.
show doesn't need $50 million.
Well, to return to your initial question, we don't pay very much for guests.
Wow.
They're all friends of mine. People on the phone don't get anything, and they're the most famous ones. And first of all, they don't need the money. Second of all, they're just sending me like, a scene on the
Short
phone,
videos, yeah.
which I appreciate. And then through the magic of editing, we make it look like I'm actually talking to them when they're really just a tennis ball on a green screen. But then the people who come in, again, mostly friends and colleagues and, queens who consider me an icon and a trailblazer, they do it for a nominal fee. So God bless them all. And if we get a season 3, I've got a couple people in my back pocket that I'm just so excited about. But I probably shouldn't mention them. Paula Abdul and Dolly
Shut up.
Parton.
Dolly Parton?
Well, friends of a friend,
She
So-
loves the Queens.
I
She-
mean,
I
I
saw.
mean, we talked to Mo Hart about it. She was a big
Oh,
fan. She loves the Queens.
yeah. That was so fun.
Yeah.
So why a therapist? Like,
Yeah, why do
because-
you think that you, of all people,
I'll
should
tell
be
the
telling
tru-
other people how to live their lives?
that's kind of like Ross Matthews judging drag queens. Hey, I
Text-
love you, Ross.
Text him. Text him
Text
right
him.
now. Tell him you said that.
Should I?
No.
Okay. I'll tell the true story.
Okay.
A while back, I did a show called Judge Jackie.
Mhm.
And it was really fun, but we didn't exactly know what we were doing. And I did it with this producer who's a stand-up comedian. I'm not going to mention any names.
Yeah.
Please don't.
No, I
Please
don't. No, I
don't.
just remembered that this story is up and juicy.
And it just was like, it was kind of, you could tell there was something there because I'm naturally funny.
Yes.
Not to toot my own horn. If I could toot my own horn, I'd never leave the house. Anyway, I've got a okay, let's do this. Live up to the wig, Jackie. Stop. Do you know the legends who have worn this wig?
Include.
Losing my mind.
Delta Work has worn this wig.
Yes.
I can smell the Del Taco. Anyway, so we were doing the show.
Right.
And, calling in every friend and favor. And it was funny.
Yeah.
A little too improv. It was a little off the rails, but whatever. And, maybe like the second or third season, it started to kick in. Like all of a sudden there was interest, like, sponsors and, oh, maybe we can do this properly and really take it to the next level. So this producer, it was just me and her.
Right.
She sent me an agreement and I read it. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like, I own your name and image in perpetuity. I said, this is a character I've done for over 30 years. And you will make SAG's day scale.
And you're like,
that's all I will make. I was
like, I'm the whole engine.
Yeah.
My name's in the title, bitch. So I said, honey, I got your agreement and like, you've got to be kidding. And she's like, what? And she's like, I found it online. And I thought, okay, that's the saving grace. She didn't even read it.
Right.
And then me and my lawyer went over it for a week. I said, oh, okay. I said, she's like, don't you understand how this works? If there's something you don't like, you negotiate.
Yeah,
you
redline it.
I'm like, that's what you say to a stranger when you're trying to get away with as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, you just showed me your ass. This is like a boyfriend who slaps you. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you say? You're overreacting. I'm like, bye. That was it. She couldn't believe it. And then she was like online saying that I'm, outrageous and I overreact. It's like, no, I can accept the reality that you are an asshole.
Right. You're the wrong partner and an asshole.
It's just to tell me that, like, you can negotiate if you don't like something.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then I thought, you know what? The idea wasn't very good to begin with. It had been done a million times before. The drag meets Judge Judy thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and granted, I did it well, but I was like, how do I do something similar?
Sure.
Since it really is just based on me and my talent and
Mhm.
not that producer and the title. And so I was like, Dr. Jackie, I'll just give people therapy. Not that that hasn't been done also.
No,
but
but
you know,
that's great.
nothing, there's nothing new under the sun, kids.
We had a similar scenario happen to us, did we not?
Oh, yeah.
And then we did
But
something
you
Wait,
know-
before you tell
similar.
the story.
Well, no,
let
we're
me
not going to tell
We're
the
not going to
story.
tell
say,
it
let me
because,
just
talk about it.
because if we
I
talk
don't
about
know,
it, then we
then
get
we get
sued.
sued.
Then we get
So we're not
sued.
talking about
Then we're
it.
not going to talk about it.
Okay, I was just going to remind you that I only care about me.
It's
Great.
clear.
No, that's my new mantra. I'll be like, ooh, my knee hurts. And my friend's like, my ankle hurts. Yeah, but you only care about me.
New?
I'm thrilled to be here.
That should be my new mantra. Sorry, not to make it about me.
I haven't left the house in
9 days.
9 days. I've been sick. But I'm feeling much better.
Thanks for coming into this
Thanks
enclosed
for
room.
bringing. Well, also, I want to
No,
say
no,
I'm not
after-
feeling well either.
What?
So,
What's happening?
You
I have a big
guys-
weekend ahead.
I have
What?
news for
I have
you.
a big weekend ahead.
what do you mean you have a big weekend ahead? We've all got big weekends ahead. It's Pride. She's probably booked up every single Saturday, Sunday.
What are you driving out to Palm Springs to clean your billboard?
It's gone.
Oh, that was so
That
cool.
was so
The
crazy.
bloom is off the rose.
Oscar said,
No, it's like anything.
Yeah.
You know, when they first start, they love you so much.
It was
and then you become a
amazing.
friend, and it's like, oh, you're just a real person.
well, you can negotiate.
Yeah.
I know.
How many times have you ever...
Hold on. Let's
Oh.
take a break and then we'll be right back. The Human Rights Campaign envisions a world where every member of the LGBTQ+ family has the freedom to live their truth without fear and with equality under the law.
That means equality for all, without exception.
Pride is a time to celebrate the LGBTQ+ community and be proud of living openly and authentically, uplifting all of the beautiful identities of our community.
We create spaces where we can bring our whole selves to dance and march in the streets and declare, we are here, we are visible, and we are proud.
But none of us can ignore the mounting attacks against the LGBTQ+ community. Last year, for the first time in its history, the HRC declared a national state of emergency for LGBTQ+ Americans in recognition of the record-breaking number of anti-LGBTQ+ bills signed into law.
This year, our rights and our lives will be on the line. Across the country, anti-LGBTQ+ legislators, politicians, and judges are up for re-election, and they are taking their marching orders from extremist groups.
This Pride Month, let's fight back against all the hate and celebrate our community. Donate today by visiting hrc.org/givepride.
Make a generous gift this Pride Month and support the LGBTQ+ community.
And we're back.
We're back!
That's a lot.
Did you enjoy musical theater as a young gay boy?
Of course I did. Are you crazy?
Did you do like musicals?
Were you
as a
in
kid?
musicals? Were you in theater?
Hell, yes.
You could do a jazz.
Well, I
stand-up?
don't know that much.
I don't know
about
your origin
you.
story.
To me, you kind of just developed one day, fully realized
appeared?
like this.
Like I came out of the womb with triple shoulder pads and lower lashes.
Where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in West Covina at Queen of the Valley Hospital.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then when I was 2, my family moved to Scottsdale, Arizona,
Okay.
which is a wonderful place to grow up if you like beige, Southwestern art, and date rape. Yeah, you just laughed at date rape. That was
No.
a test, and you passed
She
it.
got you, bitch.
You got me, girl.
So anyway, no. So and then
You just give me such East Coast vibes. I would not expect you to be born in LA and
No,
then.
Really?
reared by Arizona makes sense.
Oh,
okay.
that's where the evil got in there.
Yeah. So and then then my mom and dad got a divorce, as people did in the 70s.
Right.
And my mom went on a cruise ship and had an affair with a trumpet player who was on the cruise ship band, who I later learned was named Mario Diaz.
Stop.
I know it's a rather common name, but I don't know if you guys know this. When I first met Mario, I was in love with him, obsessed, relentless. And then I had to step back and go, okay, wait a minute, girl. Even if, let's say he said yes right now, would you even go for it? And I was like, no, I wouldn't.
What?
No, I'm just saying, I was just like, it was just too much of a fantasy.
I got you.
Anyway, now he's, like my brother/son.
I just
So
saw him
Lenny
at a
had
sex club a couple days ago.
Oh, cool. So then, that does not
It's
shock me
about
at all.
her.
Sorry.
No, but then, and my dad started dating the checkout lady at our grocery store, and then they got married, and then he got transferred to Bakersfield. I went to East Bakersfield High School for 1 year. God, I hope this doesn't sound racist, but it's all Black and Latino kids, and I was a freshman in high school. Now, some freshmen in high school are children.
Yes.
Like that's like
Yes.
Yeah.
that's a
13.
You're
literally-
like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
yes, like a 12-year-old little white gay kid. Well, the seniors, the shower room was like Oz, swinging, hairy, big, gorgeous men, and this little lady.
Just eye level with all of them, huh?
So anyway, here's the thing. If it's positive, it's not racist. And I'm saying these men were gorgeous. So then only 1 year in Bakersfield. And, cards and letters, I know. Then we moved to, I am on cold medication, you guys.
What is cards and letters?
Oh, people are going to complain.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No.
I think we're
No.
fascinated
Okay.
by the,
I
the
believe we've
ping-ponging
said
of your...
worse.
Then we moved to Orangevale, which is just outside of Sacramento, and I was there for 3 years. What was the question?
We want to know if you did musical theater as
When
a
you were a
child.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was in drama. I was in drama. That first
You
year.
are the drama, Jackie.
Am I the drama?
No.
The first year, my freshman year of high school in Bakersfield, I got the lead in the play.
You were
which was
motivated by all that.
unheard of.
Yes.
No, seriously, like people had an attitude. You know that Machiavellian, like sort of Shakespearean that goes on in like stupid office buildings and high schools.
Mm-hmm.
And so people were like freaking out that this new kid, not only new, didn't pay his dues, but a freshman, I got the lead. It was called The Mouth That Roared, and there's a very old movie starring Peter Sellers. At the end of the year, they give this one award for the best performance of the year, and I won it. And again, people were outraged. And then I'm popular, blah, blah, blah. We're moving again.
Oh,
So then in
no.
Orangevale, yeah, that's where your tribe is, musical theater,
Yeah.
drama.
Right.
And then you take it a step further, and it's like, you know, all your drama friends, the drama geeks, like, let's go to Rocky Horror.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was in South Pacific, Oklahoma. Oh, I have such a funny story.
Okay.
You guys don't have to do anything today.
No, I know. I love
I
it.
texted you. I said, we'll be fine.
No, I have such a funny story because we used to have this talent show called Bandbox,
Okay.
where we would raise money for the band and the like choir and the drama department. And our, I'm sure everyone involved is dead, so I'm just going to tell the truth. Our drama teacher, Mrs. Fisher, was this Christian woman who almost became a nun, but instead ended up getting married and having kids. One of whom was a gay guy, a gay kid who she, you know, like, what do I want to say, berated and like judged so harshly, he killed himself.
Oh,
So this was
God.
our drama teacher. So anyway, here comes the fun part of the story. Well, the funner part of the story. For Bandbox, this big talent show, we did the time warp. And we all dressed up. We all had our outfits because we went to the movie dressed up and we did it. And at the end, we lip synced it. It's the only time I ever lip synced. And at the end, we all threw playing cards and they came down and we went down on the ground. And it was like the auditorium lost its. The kids were living. And so the next year, our teacher was like, what are you guys going to do? How are you going to follow that up? So we were like, oh, we have this great idea. So we were doing the B-52 song, Strobe Light. Pause here and listen to it if you want.
I don't
I
know
don't know that
song.
one.
Oh, it's so funny. So anyway, we thought, oh, we'll just dance around all new wave and like have an actual strobe light. So the teacher, we have to audition this. Mrs. Fisher, the homophobic, you know,
Right.
uptight, I was supposed to be a nun, but decided to, you know, Margaret White from Carrie. So she puts the, you know, needle of the AV, you know, record player down. And the song is playing and we're doing it and she's just like into it. And then there's this part where it's like, I'm going to kiss your eyes. I'm going to kiss your nose. I'm going to kiss your, you know. And then there's this part where Fred Schneider, the B-52s goes, I'm going to kiss your pineapple. She pulls the needle across the record and like, I think she threw the record across the room and she's like, next. There was no pineapple kissing.
She had
in
a thing against
Orangevale.
fruit.
She thought it meant
Oh.
butthole.
Girl, she had a thing against fruit.
Exactly. That's crazy. Wait, when you did Rocky Horror, what were you dressed up like? Gender F word?
I was just discussing this with Roz Hernandez.
Okay.
Loved
I am
Roz.
so bitter. I had to play Dr. Scott, which is a fun
Oh,
part because there
sure.
is the reveal. The
Yeah.
whole night you're under there with the fishnets and the heels,
Just
you know.
rock
And it's also
hard.
like for a lazy bitch,
Right.
it's like roll me in. But I wanted to play Eddie so bad. I knew that song so well. And there was some lesbian who had been playing the part forever in this little group.
Mm-hmm.
But then years later at Squeezebox, the iconic rock and roll drag queen club that Michael Schmidt did in New York, we did a Rocky Horror Night, and I played Eddie, and I got to do the song, and Sherry Vine played Janet, and Mario
fun.
Diaz was, I love the way I still say Diaz like a white lady. Anyway, he played Riff Raff. So it was all these like little underground celebrities.
That sounds amazing. So wait, when did you actually end up in New York?
Well, years and years and years ago, like
Well, of course.
35 years ago.
Oh, sure.
Okay, you're wearing a fake beard.
Okay, it's like-
I'm gonna call that beard Nicole.
Why? She's beautiful. This is my Dipper drag. I'm dressed up like him.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
You weren't doing the voice.
oh yeah, it's me, Big Dipper. I.
No, the other voice, the frog voice.
Oh, I can't do it anymore. Lost it. It's not about you. Come on, babes.
What were we saying?
I was asking when did you finally end up in New York? And
Oh.
it seems like you were already doing drag when you got there, or you had the
Well,
idea.
A million years ago, I lived here in LA, and we were doing comedy and hag drag and very gay, and somebody was doing. This is when with the real life Brady Bunch, like Jill Soloway, who's now Joey Soloway.
Uh-huh.
They did the real life Brady Bunch, was like the first time anybody had taken like a TV show and did it live on stage.
okay.
And of course, like in the 80s, like that sort of late 60s, 70s vibe was so cool. There was like sort of a resurgence of that. So that was wildly popular, and they ended up taking that to New York. So somebody did Valley of the Dolls. And I went to see it, and Ben Zook, who is an old friend of mine from Where the Bears Are. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, he's so supremely hilarious. But his comedy is very dry. Very, I'm not going there, you come here.
Sure.
Very mumbly. Like, I'm not saying he's funny.
Yeah.
But I saw him as Helen Lawson, and I was so annoyed. No, it's like he either wasn't wearing a wig or it was super flat. And listen, he knows I love him. I just worked with him recently at his space in Palm Springs.
Oh yeah, they opened up an art gallery. Or?
Yeah, an art gallery and a
That's
performance
cool.
space.
That's
So
cool.
anyway, I was watching this and I was like, this is one of the campiest movies ever.
Sure.
I don't think he's ever seen the movie. This is funny for about 3 minutes on a completely different, like, you need to give the people what they want. So after the show, I went to like the producer or whoever was there.
You said I want his job.
No, I said, listen,
I can do
if
this
if Ben ever stops doing this part, I want to play it.
Right.
And they were like, funny, you should say that.
We're firing
So,
him.
No, he doesn't want to do it anymore. He just doesn't feel like it's a fit. So anyway, I ended up doing it, and then Ron Delsner, who is this huge producer who actually like brought the Beatles to America, took the show to off-Broadway, Circle in the Square,
Yes.
New York.
Yeah.
And we did it, 8 times a week. Kate Flannery pulled my wig off 8 times a week.
Wow.
And it was a
Wow.
huge hit. And that's why I went to New York.
And it was just was there editorializing, or it was like a
Oh,
straight
of
up
course.
rip of the
Oh,
movie?
God, no. We
Okay.
were chewing the
Got
scenery.
it. Yeah, I always am curious about like the legality around that, because I know that when people do like bar productions or small productions where they're just like doing the script, from
Yeah.
TV or whatever, but there was that controversial big tour that happened recently.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't, it was the Golden Girls tour, and everyone was like, who are these people? Like, we know the Golden Girls in San Francisco, we know the Golden Girls in LA, we know, like,
Are
everyone.
we talking about the Murray and Peter,
Yeah.
like, steaming pile of dog shit
Well,
production?
I didn't see
I'm just talking
that.
about it was a high profile national
Well,
tour.
do you know
and I'm
why?
like, how do you pay for
They
that?
write their own.
Oh, they were
These are
new
2 new
episodes.
episodes, or one new
Got it.
episode.
Oh, right. I did read that because it was like modern day. They like developed an app for seniors and they had
Yeah.
like phones and stuff. So it was like a take
And here's
on
the
it.
thing: if you find that those people online and you look at the clips,
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, there's no other way to say this.
You're saying
If you
give
put
it-
a clip of something on social media, that means you think this is funny. You think this
Or-
is good. No, I'm just saying. You're trying to fill these theaters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're not punk rock, so they're not trying to be, ironic.
Right.
They think this is good. No energy, horrible impersonations, Halloween headquarter wigs. I mean, nothing like.
I just can't believe that another legend is wearing this wig. I mean, Willem.
You mean a
Delta.
legend? A legend is finally wearing this wig.
T.
All right, we need to. I know we've been.
Wait, so anyway, that's why I went to New York.
Oh, okay, great.
And I was only going to stay, and then when the play ended, I was there from 96 to 2000, which is so weird because people think you ruled New York for a decade.
Ruled? I thought it was
in
like,
my
you
mind, yes,
rented
'cause
an
every time
apartment
I
in
hear-
New York for 4 years.
Bitch.
I'm just
Shut
kidding.
the
I ruled.
I'm
New
curious.
I know,
Where
I
did
hear
that
stories
relate?
from
Can I
to
say this without you talking over me?
Wigstock?
Bitch, I ruled New York.
This I know.
And she brought her own straw. That's a professional.
Would you help Mario Diaz tape down flyers on the ground in the village?
I do remember flyering. I remember helping Mario with a lot of stuff. Like we would discuss. That's why, I have to say I'm a little upset. There was that article that came out recently, I think in the New York Times, like Sunday edition, the magazine. They did a whole story on the.
Oh, sure.
Well, I was conveniently nowhere in sight. No one asked to interview me. One person mentioned my name in passing. I was best friends with Mario. I was there all the time.
Right.
I hosted Foxy. Like, I was really upset. I was like, this is how Saturday Night Fever got made. A story like this, they're going to end up, like Ryan Murphy's going to end up making this as a 8-part series on Netflix, and Jackie Beat ain't going to be in it.
There'll be no part for Eureka to play.
True. Why don't we take a break?
You think Eureka could play me?
No, but she gets cast in those
She's
parts.
the one who gets those roles.
She always gets cast.
Who would you want to play you?
Probably you.
Thank you so much.
You
And
guys,
we'll
were
take
you
a-
saying something about a break? I have to pee.
Okay,
Oh, sure.
we'll take a break.
bad.
Let's do
We'll
it.
take a
We'll
break.
take a break and we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Helix.
And I wish I was in my Helix right now. It's just right over
I'm
there across
literally
the room.
dreaming about getting into bed right now. I just want to be on my bed.
This last week, I've been working so hard that every night when I got into bed, I'm like, thank you, Helix.
Can I tell you? This
No.
morning I had an extra hour and I just didn't get out of bed.
Oh, yeah.
I just laid in bed and I was like, this is the most comfortable I will be for the rest of the week.
The best is when you get up and then you get the hour and you get to go back.
Go back
the
to bed! Yes! Oh, it's my favorite. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids.
So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Well, just take the Helix Sleep Quiz, and you'll find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. The quiz is really fun because it's kind of stuff that you haven't really thought about explicitly before, but you know all the answers because you sleep all the time.
Hopefully every night.
Fingers crossed.
They've got models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure if you sleep on your side, models with more responsive foam if you sleep on your stomach, or if you're a back sleeper.
Plus, they've got cooling features to help you from overheating at night, which that's my issue.
That's my jam, is
That's my
overheating
jam.
at night.
Night
Especially
sweats.
in Los Angeles in July, baby, I'm not looking forward to it.
And then also, your personalized mattress is shipped right to your door. You don't have to go to a mattress store. It comes right to your door, free of charge.
And Helix knows that there's no better way to test a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night sleep trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out a new Helix mattress.
Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners.
Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy.
This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long.
With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Ooh, baby.
And
We're back!
Jackie, we like to play games here.
Mind games?
No.
Well,
kind of. This game is based on a 2008 interview that Tyra Banks had with Beyonce entitled Beyonce My Name, Say My Name, where she asked her a bunch of questions, but they like kind of rhymed with her name.
Okay, I like
So
that.
this is like a rapid fire
Hold on, I want to
question, but each question kind of almost rhymes with your name.
and you know a lot about rhyming because you're a great songwriter.
I really am.
So this
You
is
really
called
Slant My Name!
like slant rhyme, my name.
Like slant rhymes. You know that? As a writer, do you know what a slant rhyme is? Jackie E, what's your favorite lunch meal?
I'd have to say a vegan banh mi.
Jackie Greet, what do you love most about a meet and greet?
Ooh, I would have to say figuring out which of the, girls' boyfriends I'm going to blow.
Hacky Beat, who's the hackiest comedian you've ever worked with?
Oh my goodness. Hackiest? Ooh, I feel bad saying this.
No, do it. Say it.
it. Safe space.
Safe space. No one listens to this.
Oh God. But what does hacky mean?
Up to you.
Whatever you want it to
Personal
mean.
definition.
You know what? I'll say Ross Matthews. Because, first of all, he should be honored that I'm saying he's a comedian. Second of all, I wrote 90% of the bad jokes that I am judging. And third of all, he's shameless. And I think that you kind of have to be. And I love a good dad joke. So,
Jackie Sneak, you ever hop a fence, sneak in through the back door? It's like a little.
well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I mean, there ain't
Which
no,
two?
I did
She's
not.
not hopping a fence.
She's not hopping a fence.
It's the other two.
Okay, we just returned from a break where I had to cut a hole in my pantyhose so I could pee, and I limped in saying, something just happened to my ankle. I hurt my ankle while
My
peeing.
uncle went snap.
No, yeah. Do you know this? Can we elaborate? Or
Sure,
do we,
if you want to.
No, I mean, I went years with like thinking, oh, you're fat, you're old, you're femme, nobody's gonna want this. And then Sherry and I've told this story a million times, but Sherry Vine and I were in Tel Aviv of all places, and she said, girl, get this app. You're on the other side of the world. Enjoy yourself. And I was like, it's not me. And she's like, look at this guy. And I was like, how do I do this? I ended up servicing 2 of the most gorgeous Israeli guys separately that night. I didn't realize how it worked. And all of a sudden I was done and knock, knock, knock. The other one was there. And ever since then, I've been making up for lost time. In drag always. Not always just one-sided because that gets real old real fast.
Yeah, you can't always.
So
be
now
given.
you got to do the questions like, so what are you into in this? And I have to, I'm not into Are we allowed to say the F word?
Yeah.
I'm not into
Well,
No, so I'm not into I'm a side, as
Okay.
Willem will tell you. So just, having some fun. It's usually after a show anyway. It's like, I always say is too much preparation and commitment. So I got to figure out whether these guys will return the favor. And there are so many top shelf straight dudes who love
Well,
and-
send them my number. You know what I mean?
She's not
and
trying to up the
the game.
pool. What is it called?
The
She doesn't want to contaminate the pool.
Wow.
Let me also just say, and I told this story to my friend Muffy and Mario, and I literally got emotional. This one guy, no, you guys, listen. The thing that you hate about yourself the most, and a
People
guy loves, so this one guy was like, get that fat ass over here. And I was literally telling the story, and I was like, I was getting emotional, like, because I have such fat ass shame. There are people who are into they not only do they not like it, they fucking live for it.
Yeah.
So
That's
just be
so
yourself.
true. Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Jackie Feet, do you like getting your toes sucked?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Every guy is into, I have horrible feet. Let's recap. I grew up in Arizona.
Barefoot.
60s and 70s, barefoot, beep, bop, boop. Okay, we're talking orange roughy. Like, we're talking leather, like horrible feet. And then you add high heels for 30 years. You know I don't wear them anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Absolutely
15,
not.
20.
No. And so many guys are like, feet. And I'm like, honey, oh, what? You are?
I like get my toes sucked.
Okay, well, I'd rather suck a toe. Oh, wait a
Jackie
minute.
Skeet.
Is this a love match?
I'm wearing a beard. Do you like the taste of spunk, or do you just put up with it? Because sometimes it
No.
tastes gross.
That is exactly the phrase.
You just put up with it.
Honey, it's like this does nothing for the queen or the woman or the person you're.
No, but do you ever pretend to like it just because, like, you know it'll turn
Honey,
them on more?
Of course. You also got to pretend like you're choking no matter what, just to be polite. Like, oh, this dick is so big. And you're just like, oh.
Snacky beat.
Yes.
The balls too, or just the
Reread that. It doesn't say snacky.
So sacky.
Sacky beat. Sorry. Sacky beat. The balls too, or just the
Of course, the balls too. Or if there's only one of them, the balls one.
I dated a guy with one ball.
The balls three
And
is
he
a
had-
lot
and he-
to take in.
so much more than anyone I've ever met before. And he
Well,
only
it's
had
all
one
funneling
ball.
through the one ball.